Never trust a boy with a man bun.
If he's not number one on your matchmaker, dump him.
I don't want to see tongue.
I don't want to hear it either.
Girl code. There's nothing more romantic than Netflix and chill. Leave room for Jesus. Girl code.
If a guy asks you to sleep over at 11:30 at night, he definitely wants a serious relationship.
Each day, I wake up before my alarm because I am so excited to see couples tonguing each other in the hallway at 7 a.m. Please don't.
Date someone. Make sure they haven't gone to driving school.
Girl code.
Dating in high school is so easy, especially because you never fight, nobody ever gets involved, and I promise you'll probably never break up.
Sometimes when you see boys in the hallway and you can't say hi, you just rub your legs real slowly till they walk away.
What happens in Quebec?
Stays in Quebec.
When a senior boy texts you and says that you're the only one for him, he's definitely telling the truth.
Come to school to get a good mark on your test.
Not on your neck. Don't be afraid to take a dip in the kiddie pool. Age is just a number.
I've actually been dating Anthony this whole time.
Sorry, friend.
Date someone who can't drive because you're going to end up being their personal chauffeur. Girl code.
If you're dating someone Mr. Goodwin wouldn't approve of, dump him.
Always double check who you send a text to, especially if you're telling them that you like somebody.
Freshman year, I did not like her back.
You didn't.
I know high school relationships don't usually work out, but I will marry you, Mikey.
Don't date a boy who's gonna cheat on you with your best friend.
Don't be the best friend. Honestly, you just probably shouldn't date him. Girl code.
Everyone's had elementary crushes, so you just gotta look back at it and laugh about it. For example, in first grade, I cut out Johnny Folsom's picture from his Christmas card and hung it in my room.
Alright, so 4th grade, around Valentine's Day, I really liked Claire Vanderpot. I had like a mad crush on her. Totally honest. And my mom knew that I liked this girl at school, so she's like, you should get her like a box of chocolates or whatever. And I'm like 9 years old, so whatever. Like I run down town and like grab a box of chocolates. And the next day is like Valentine's Day. And I see her at lunch and she's sitting at her lunch table. And I'm like, this is my shot. So like, I start walking up. And then like I freak out, so I just sprinted right by the table and just hummed the box of chocolates. Like I literally hummed it at her and ran away. But then like on the way by, like right when I was passing her, I was like, Happy Valentine's Day. You know what I mean?
In first grade, I thought that if you had a crush on someone, that meant that they were your boyfriend. So I told everybody that Dylan's man was my boyfriend.
We never broke up.
Okay, so from 2nd to 6th grade, I had a massive crush on Neil Tucker. And all my friends had boyfriends at the time, and I was wondering why I couldn't get one. And it took me until like last year to look back at some pictures of myself from the time to realize why I didn't have a boyfriend and why it wasn't Neil Tucker. So if you're insecure and young and not that good looking, don't try to get a boyfriend. Girl code.
So I had a crush on Jess Leith in kindergarten, and we were drawing in coloring books, and I looked at her and I said, hey, I like you. And she looked at me and she was like, what's your name?
I have met a girl who didn't have an elementary school crush on Dylan Goodwin or Johnny Folsom.
So after I was forced into dating Casey, I thought I'd just go for it. I proposed to her, but I didn't have the funds at that time to get her a real ring. So I went in my cabinet and got her like a bread thing that you tie the bread with, and that's our ring. And clearly she hasn't taken it off since. But I mean, now that we're seniors, I think it's kind of appropriate to just up the ante a little bit. So Case, will you marry me?
Oh my God! Yes!
I think that it's okay to cry at any point in the day. So for me, I usually cry when my alarm goes off in the morning. Usually like throughout breakfast.
If you're gonna cry, take a picture and put it all over the internet. Finsta, girl code.
When I get to school, when we go to physics, Mr. Love usually makes me take a couple laps. Rate your day on the amount of times you cried. Like today I only cried 3 times, so it's a great day. And then I usually cry when I get home, when I start my homework. I cry at dance sometimes.
The best time to cry is when you get locked out of your house. Girl code.
And I usually cry when I go to bed, and sometimes I just wake up in the middle of the night crying. So basically you can just cry whenever you want.
Embarrass yourself in public, play it off like it didn't happen, and it's not awkward. Girl code.
Freshman, raccoon is not a style of eyeliner.
Don't take spirit days too seriously. I was a clown freshman year. Everybody else was a cat.
Don't let your spray tan match our school mascot.
Girl code.
Can't admit to your awkward stage, you're most likely still in it. Girl code.
Freshman flashbacks aren't just for freshmen. No?
Okay, so up until this year, I didn't know the difference between Dylan and Steven, so the first time Dylan screamed my name, I actually thought it was Steven.
Fanny, a little tidbit of advice here. When you do something about girl code, actually relate it to girl code.
That's not girl code.
That's not girl code at all. That was awful.
Best way to show support for celebrities you love is to make fan accounts for them.
When you have a huge man crush on Alex O'Loughlin, aka Steve McGarrett from Hawaii Five-0, don't get caught with his picture in your locker.
If you're ever near a famous person, jump into their limo. The cops won't get involved and people won't think you're crazy.
It's so worth it to come to school late if all you have to do is trash grade.
Don't go away for New Year's.
Girl code.
See a car with a pink stripe on it and wonder what they were thinking.
Freshmen, when you think you're alone, you never actually are. Usually just there's a teacher there and it's really, really awkward.
Mascara can be used for more than one purpose.
I understand why people switch schools but still come to Masco events. You know who you are and you're probably in the audience right now.